the Formula Hydrate review. Let's get straight into it with the flavour. Kiwi raspberry, really nice. I give it an 8 out of 10. It's a bit sharp, which you can get from a kiwi and from a raspberry, but they've balanced it with a really nice amount of sweetness. And actually, I think kiwi's probably quite a hard one to flavour, but you definitely pick it up. Tropical Burst, I would give a 7 out of 10. It's like a salty umbungo, if you've ever had that. Now, one thing to say is that there is a huge dose of sodium in here. So, you know, it's definitely going to taste salty, but never once did I drink it and think that's too salty or it tastes too salty. It did taste nice. So they've managed to hide that high dose of sodium really well with the flavouring. So the servings come in these handy little sachets, which are really, really good if you're out and about and you don't want to carry a tub around with you. But obviously it means they're a bit less versatile because you can't take more, like 1.5 servings or just half a serving if you want. In terms of cost, a box of 30 is £30 on the Formula website. I have seen it for £27 at wolfsupplements.co.uk, and we have a discount code with them for 10% off, which is way up 10. So you get this at about 80 pence per serving, which is about average for a hydration formula. If you do want to go to the Formula website though, you can pick up a little pack of like taster ones. I think it's just like £8-9, and we do have a discount code for the Formula website actually, which is way up. They also do a double box, but I'm not entirely sure if our code works on that because it's already discounted. So what the Formula have done with that huge dose of sodium is they've actually balanced it with a nice amount of potassium. You need potassium to transport sodium out of the cells in what's called the sodium-potassium pump, which is needed for electrolyte balance. So, that's essential, and that's got that good dose in there. Magnesium's in there for just, again, sort of a bit more electrolyte regulation. And the iodine is in there to kind of support thyroid function, which enables better hydration and performance. So that's not an ingredient you see very often in hydration formulas, so that's an interesting one. Taurine as well is in there to maintain hydration balance, electrolyte balance under stress. So that's a really, really good one. So overall, they've got everything in there that you need to get hydrated after intense exercises. So really good formula at an average cost. Yeah, your average is probably 7 to 80 pence per serving. Last thing to say, just bringing it back to that sodium content, that's coming from about 2 grams of salt. So if you're someone that tracks your salt really carefully, or if you're someone that's doing like intense exercise and getting really sweaty, then I say this is right up your street. This would be perfect. Yeah, most hydration formulas, you're looking at sodium sort of 500 milligrams or less. Now that for me personally is probably better because I don't tend to do too much intense exercise other than just go to the gym and lift some weights. So, the sweatiest I'm getting is from 5 sets of squats. But like I say, right up the street, if you're someone that does high intensity exercise, your sport, your running, your CrossFit, all that kind of stuff.